Join me as I take on the challenge of finding Bigfoot in public. Let's see if we can spot the signs of tracking this elusive creature together. I have over 100 sightings in the last 5 years, and none of them have been more than a mile outside of a major highway or road. And they've been around churches, marshes, disc golf courses, landfills, business parks, you name it. Bigfooting is such an adventure because it's kind of like treasure hunting. Everybody has the map and sees the signs, but no one actually finds the treasure. The one person that knows a little bit of something extra often finds the gold, even though everybody has the map. But Bigfoot over the years has been all about the 7-foot creature that everybody keeps seeing. If you really want to find Bigfoot, though, you first have to look for the signs and know a little bit about something about the terrain and put all these things together. I'm the one I used to call the Bigfoot man, or I used to call myself that. But if you want to look up, there's 5 trees. 5 trees together. And this is right where the point where I was just breathing and walked right down to the creek. And one of the things that's unusual is I do see some footsteps and this stuff in here. Who cares what flora fauna says? Who cares about this and who cares about that? I was chased by bees that day, but the blue, where they like the blue. How did this thing get stuck up there? There is no absolute way. I mean, there is no absolute way. It was been placed up there. And it's right under here. There's probably a little X and right there. But so you wonder what the signs are. The signs are when the signs add up. And I didn't even mean to do that. That's the next. They start to add up quickly. But what I'm going to show you is this antler thing and like real signs. You can see a couple but it's like not footsteps, but it is. See this right there? Again, there is no way that this antler looking thing has just been placed right there. I mean, there's no way. Look at that. It's all the way down to the bottom of it. Look at how fragile these things are. I mean, if you even touch one, it'll probably break all around it. And this antler thing stuck right in there behind this Publix where I saw, well, where I heard it come, and then this falcon screams. And I hear the falcon screams all the time, but anyways, look, there's even like a little nest of origami stuff. I want to show you something. You see this little X right here? See, that is never going to get blown away in any storm. The bottom of it is broken, and see, it's like an antler. Like there's a square on it. There's a little Y on it. Ys are more popular in Florida than tridents. We don't have tridents, we have more Ys. And look at the gourd at the end. And again, it's leaning all the way down to the bottom. The end of it's been broken, you can see it. And the stick, and at the bottom of it, like they say, the triple crosses, 1, 2, 3, and then the one next to it. See, and all of that from there to here to the 5 trees. Now, the reason why the 5 trees are important, I mean, I almost think like they move trees sometimes. Like, how did 5 trees get together? But I found 5 trees and Bigfoot sightings at many places where there's 5 trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the blue thing here, this here, all these little footsteps in here to a little path right behind the Publix, right where I saw them do a falcon. And they got mad that day because I heard them and I stood up, and the other one signaled it and it ran off. And they took apart one of their little circle loop things here and did a number. And I'm talking about a number of breaks at the beginning here. And I'm talking about big breaks. They threw together a whole bunch of sticks. Like, even this is Bigfoot. So the secret is you have to start adding them all up, and when they start adding it all up, and you see the falcon, the wind blowing, the breeze, you hear a knock, you do all those things, you're sitting there, and then you're filming around, and you just got to hold on to the seat if you can do your best, and that's the way it happens. Now you can see it anywhere, but when it all adds up, according to what you're thinking, and that's the whole secret, is you got to believe not just in Bigfoot, but that the structures will lead you to Bigfoot, the signs will lead you to Bigfoot, the subtle signs. Look at this parallel system. See that? They broke in the parallel, almost like the road, or off the 95. Another parallel. They broke this recently. That just recently broke. This recently broke. Like a parallel. And look at how it's crossed like an X and broken all the way down into there, like a connection. Like there's a little loop right here. See? And it's like all kind of pointing down to like right where it's at, like they point to where they're at, and that is true. All this is Bigfoot, but you're never gonna see Bigfoot because you don't know about Bigfoot. And then if you do think you know about Bigfoot, you're gonna cross into those signs anyway. But believe me, I've been doing this for a while. It baffles me. It baffles everybody how I've been catching them in public, but it only makes sense. They've been checkerboarding across these areas, and what I know, it's not an invasion, but they're going to take back whatever you taken from them. So as much as you want to cut down the houses, which is going straight down, and I work in the housing industry, they hate me for saying stuff like this. It's the truth. And they're going to take back from whatever those miners and those tree cutters and those old Christian people will do, because they always have some kind of belief that my daddy, this and that, took from them. And when the truth is, they came up from behind here, they smelled the food all the time, broke everything, and there is just a number of signs from A to in this case, on this day, I often see birds, and 3 buzzards were flying around right over my head. In my very first video, I had kite hawks flying overhead. I always talk about birds. I get bird activity and whistles. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you the audio clips, and its friend, other Bigfoot, whistles like a falcon to warn it, and it gets away. Birds are my biggest thing. It's just like in the new Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes movie. I've seen crows, hawks, falcons, red hawks, all kinds of things right near a Bigfoot sighting. They all seem to be in perfect harmony with Bigfoot. Now, I had a story, one of my first videos I want you all to see was in the marshes. It's the very first video on this page, and you'll see how close I am to the parking lot and people, and how one just comes out and starts walking because of all the things that I know about Bigfoot. So I just want y'all to let me know if you've had anything, seen anything weird. Not just a 7-foot creature got up and ran away, or you thought, or your uncle did, but something like a whole pile of dead pythons out in the woods. My chicken coop was missing its eggs. We've been living in a small town and we're missing 1,000 dogs. And then you just got to think about everything else. So check out my first Marshes video, and I'm going to show you how all the signs add up, how to be in harmony, and there's other things out there that they aren't telling you about.